So when my parents got divorced, I was all on my dad's side, thinking mom did everything wrong. But as I got older, I realized that's just not true. That both my mom and dad had done a lot wrong to us children throughout the years. And it's just the ages, you don't see it. I don't know how to express that to my children. I did have to take a stand. I had to go to Al-Anon. I had to get you food. I had to pick you up because your dad was drinking. I just want to make sure you know that that is not acceptable, to buy the kids and let the kids party. That's not the way a parent is. Your dad had his good qualities. He loved y'all, but he was an addict. He's an addict. And that led to a lot of disgrace for our family, to lose everything we had worked for. And to be it turned into a bipolar thing, it wasn't great, but that was not the reason of the divorce. The reason of the divorce was because your dad continued to drink after I'd taken him to counseling. He said he would stop. So I went back to Kent to see him. But yeah, no, to envelop a more comprehensive view of my job or your dad's job as parents, we both made mistakes. I think you'll find as you grow up that they weren't as horrible as you might imagine. You guys are all doing pretty good. And I was there to get your dad off the street. He hadn't made the car payments. He was living in a hotel. He was drinking every day. And I got him in with Alan, which was the best I could do. And then that blew up because Alan took all of his money and spent it on heroin. Alan had been buying him the alcohol because your dad's memory was poor. So then I put an article out. I was looking for homes for Jerry so somebody could take care of him. But the private hospitals, the cheapest one was $2,500. So I called Catholic Charities and they said, no, he has to be 2 months sober before we'll consider helping him. And I put an ad out and Dale called me after a couple days and I explained the situation and she had a great amount of pity. She said, go ahead and bring him over. She goes, you don't have to pay me this month, you can pay me next month, which I did, $1,000. And because our divorce agreement said the paycheck would be split, I thought that that also included his Social Security. So I was just collecting my alimony and using it to pay rent and pay my car payment. So anyway, that blew up and I couldn't get that. You're supposed to send a letter, but nobody did that. You just took all the money. Jennifer has a vendetta against me for a number of reasons. One is that her husband has hit on me. Two is that my grandmommy loved me the most. And I got to go out the farm and do the horses and all that. And I was a better gymnast than her. She couldn't do it. I have tried with Jennifer. I've tried to be nice to her. She can never admit when she makes a mistake. And I hope my kids can grow up understanding that failure and making mistakes is part of life. And at least I have said I'm sorry for my mistakes. Jerry cannot look at himself and think he made any mistakes. And that's part of his illness.